Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Freeze Friday, turned into Sunday Stash Dive, Scrappy Sunday Savings, Freeze Friday on Sunday in any case. Now I'm not going to go through as I normally do the layouts that I did this week as the sort of intro to my Freeze Friday videos because of course yesterday I had two shares up. The first one, which was the October wrap up for How to Kill a Kit with Style, and the second one, which was a share of all of the layouts that I got done, the 30 layouts that I got done for 30 Days of Sketches Series 6, as well as Stretch the Sketch. So there were 32 layouts done in October, and I'm just thrilled with what I got done in October. I'm thrilled with how much of the focuses I got done, and in those shares I pretty much went through that with you on every layout, but I got lots of stitching and twine used up. Obviously I used sketches every single day, so that was a little bit of a freebie given to us over in the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. I used my leaf stencil, I used printables, I used leaves on a few layouts. So all in all, I am quite pleased with what I got done in October. Now, this week I did buy some cardstock. I think I had mentioned last week that I had some black and white on its way to me. That got here, so I'm replenished for the time being in 12 by 12 black cardstock and 12 by 12 white cardstock. And then I put in a small order with Stampin' Up! With two cardstocks. This one is called Mossy Meadow, and this one is called Night of Navy. This is just a gorgeous navy, but the reason I really got these is I need to get cracking, and I guess in a way make part of my November focus my cards. So these are a couple, of course, that I had done during our Christmas in July, August, September, some cards that I had got done. And one that I don't have here because I guess I sent them all out last year was the Christmas tree that we were making with tiny little squares. That was something the Freeze Gang worked on last year. Kristen, Christy, Karen mainly. Many of us, though, worked on that. So that gave me another basic Christmas card to get done. So, and these are the colors I was working with last year, this Night of Navy and the Moss Green. And I just love the combo. And I have quite a bit. I just put one piece here of the 12 by 12 paper. It's from Stampin' Up! As well. So it's got some copper finish, and I've got some copper mirrored paper to go with it so that I can get these little stars up or a nice little band here. So I just brought one piece of scrap because you can see all the colors in it, but I basically have almost, I still have at least half a pack, if not more, of that so that I can get cracking with that. So those were my purchases this week. And the other thing, of course, I would like to use that for and get going on a little bit are some lovely little gifts that I like to send. You know, sometimes just this little pocket that I can send to somebody who does Project Life. You've seen me in a couple of the Christmas series make bookmarks. So I've got some of these, and I've got more of that to do. I don't know what I'm going to choose this year at all as the little gift for the team at the office, because they keep saying that none of them actually read real books anymore, although that's not true now. We have two that do. So maybe we'll get some more bookmarks done this year and notepads. So these are fun little things that I like to get done. And I do need to make a little bit of this a focus for November, because normally December is an extremely busy work month for me where I work all sorts of crazy hours. Generally, all year round, I work 3 fairly short days a week, and that is it. But in December, Christmas is really our time of the year, although who knows this year, who knows, but might as well try and get a head start and get things going just in case it does turn into a little bit more of a normal season. I have the mood board. This is the mood board that Karen put in the Freeze Gang for November. So, and I love photos of sunsets and sunrise, and I know I have some to scrap, so it's given me that idea. Then maybe some of the blues, this lovely sort of darker blue, a little bit of indigo in there as well. So I've got that printed and always close at hand. The product focus that Karen put for us in the Freeze Gang is brass, so I am definitely going to try and use up some of those. I've got these little tiny, tiny, tiny ones. Can you see that? These are really, really tiny, and they're easy to just poke here and there in the middle of something, just a fun little accent. You could almost use them instead of enamel dots or Nuvo drops, actually. And then I also have this container with more sort of what we tend to think of. Oh, how can I, is that good? Oh, maybe if I did it on the right side, it would open, right? So I've got lots in sort of the neutral colors. I've got some of these. I don't know. These are gorgeous metallics. I should try and see what I could do with that. Maybe I could put those on a bookmark kind of thing or something. Who knows? Anyway, so brads. We're going to try and get some brads used up for sure. That's going to be a focus. At the time of recording, I'm doing this on Saturday, so I don't know what the Rediscover Your Stash focus is going to be for November. So I will come back and add that to whatever it is for sure. Then Christy and I decided we would like to have a focus on cut files in November. And I definitely have got some cut files out here that I want to use. Some that I've actually shown you before and I haven't used yet. But I am also going to maybe get some dies out because I don't have an electronic cutting machine. I have a little bit of a stash and went on a little bit of a buying frenzy last year or a couple of years ago, buying some dies, more intricate dies and larger dies that could really be used as a cut file. So I'm going to maybe add that in, but I have these lovely mountains, which I haven't used yet. These are all from the Redefine Creative, the Creative Cuts Club. These I've taken a few out from some kits, and then I've kept a full kit out here on my desk that I want to use in November. This I need to get into the Switzerland album, and I've mentioned that before, and I haven't done it yet. This lovely, nice, large heart. Here, let me just, there you go. Let me turn this over so that we can, oh, there's stuff everywhere. But anyway, we can see maybe a little bit better. So this lovely heart. And I noticed Christina yesterday when she was doing her live, like cutting some of these larger ones apart to sort of modify the design and use it on a background paper. Fun little arrow with these gorgeous feathers that I want to get done. Camera, which I did want to use and I haven't used yet. The film strip. These are smaller, easier for me to use for sure. This lovely cup. And then just one more chapter. I keep losing the J. I have it somewhere. Never fear. I have not lost the J. I have the J. And then I have here the May 2020 Home Sweet Home kit. So this is all based on home that I want to try and focus on. And I will come and do a share of this for you as a separate video for anybody who might want to see this, because if you look here, she's even added into these little kits, they are amazing, a piece of pattern paper that coordinates with the theme of the cut file kit. So I will show you this in another video, but I'm definitely going to have that kit out on my desk for the month of November. Then I thought I had so much fun with the stitching and the twine for last month that I thought I would continue with a little bit of fabric and use some ribbon. So let's see what I can do with that. And what really gave me the idea of this is, as you know, I support Sarah on her YouTube membership portion of her YouTube channel, I guess, which is a little bit of a paid membership, but such a reasonable price. It's crazy. And anyway, last week or 2 weeks ago, she did a gorgeous layout, because through the entire month of November, to support Christy and I a little bit with our twine, she decided to also focus on fabric in the larger set, fabric, felt, ribbon. And she did a gorgeous layout using lots of ribbon and almost making like a pattern paper with it, but definitely using it as a main element on some cardstock. So I want to maybe try and do that for sure, because I'm going to be playing around with a few classes, I think, this month, and maybe bring that series I keep saying I'm going to start, which is inspired by online classes. So this is a bowl that I have with all sorts of little bits and pieces of ribbon, but I just have this one spool out because I just wanted to, I also have a full 4x6 box full of complete spools of ribbon. So let's see how much ribbon I can get done in November. The stencils I want to use this month, I got this gorgeous and delicate, beautiful floral that my lovely friend Karina sent to me. So I want to try. I'm almost afraid to use it. It's so delicate, but I think I'll use it with some glacier paste, because that's fairly easy to get through and is not too thick. So this beautiful floral. I have a brick stencil because it sort of goes a little bit with the home type or staying home type theme of the Creative Cuts Club kit I want to use, and some printables. And then I used just in October the full 12x12 stencil. This is a Redefine Creative exclusive stencil. I used the 12x12, and I haven't used the 6x6 yet. So these are the 3 stencils I'm going to keep at hand for the month of November. I still have quite a bit of the September sampler kit to use up, and I have the entire October one, which I really haven't done anything with. I've looked at it. I had filmed a share, but by now, somehow it just didn't fit. I was in the midst of getting all of the 30 days of sketches up, and I kept trying to schedule it, and I kept forgetting to schedule it. So basically, I recorded it like 2 weeks ago and didn't put it up. So it's probably not even worth putting up now. I mean, if you'd like to see it, drop me a comment down below, and I can always still put it up, just if you bear in mind that it was recorded like 2 weeks ago. Because actually this time Canada Post did amazing, because usually the samplers get to most of my friends in the States way before they get to me, and I'm only by road like 6 hours away from Scrapbook and Cards Today, and our kids leave together. But sometimes I think Canada Post has a little bit of trouble getting things to us quickly. So I have these 2. Now, I'm going to probably build a little bit more of a kit. You're going to see in a couple of hours from now, I'm going to put my How to Kill a Kit with Style up. But you know I do like to work with more than one kit. So I'm going to share, of course, the Creative Cuts Club kit with you, and then I'm going to see how I organize all of these other elements into maybe 1 or 2 more smaller kits. You know, last month I had the Cocoa Vanilla Daydream. I had the Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit based on Sweet Magnolia or Magnolia Moments and Cartabella. And then I also brought in my Vicky Bouton Wildfire and Honey. So basically I was using 3 sort of kits, and I like having the variety that gives me, and yet still by having focuses and smaller kits, I'm not shopping the large stash all the time. So I will come back and let you know what I do with that. And then my lovely, lovely product researcher Sarah from Sarah Scraps. I was watching her YouTube channel, and she had purchased some of these lovely Tracy Reed Traveler's Notebook papers and stickers. They're basically cut aparts, but that on the site they are called stickers, and they were absolutely gorgeous. And she was saying how easy they were to work with because basically she just takes the PDF version and prints. And then, oh yes, something else that I did buy this week, because she was talking about the Epson presentation paper, premium presentation paper that she prints all of her printables on, and it's amazing. So I looked it up and I bought it. I think it's for 100 sheets. It was somewhere very, very reasonable. I don't know whether it was 20 or maybe $25 Canadian. Anyway, very, very reasonable. I also like to use Stampin' Up! Whisper White or Very Vanilla, but this paper is very, very, very quickly becoming my favorite. So thank you so much, Sarah, for that awesome reference. And then also for the Tracy Reed reference, I had followed the class that Tracy Reed gave in the Scrap Happy experience, and I, downloaded, I think she gave us a couple of freebies during that class, and I bought maybe one set, but I hadn't really used. So this time I said, well, I'm not going to go crazy. I absolutely loved the collection that Sarah was using, which was all the thanks for this, and another one with the word fall in it. And she bought the Traveler's Notebook papers and the sticker sheets. So it's very, very reasonably priced. So I did the same thing, and I love it. And you're going to see that I'm going to pair this. You're going to see this again in my How to Kill a Kit with Style share. There's even like cardstock. This is really, really, really cool. So printables. So I'm going to keep focusing on that. And I'm really, really, really loving printables lately. And here are this one here I just left here. I haven't really, because I didn't do my settings correctly. For some reason, my printer wants to print A4. My printer thinks we're in Europe. Now, I would like to be in Europe a lot of times, but I'm not. But my printer is. So my printer keeps defaulting back to A4 for some reason, so it doesn't print out right. So I have this extra, but you see I still have tons that is usable here, but then I reprinted correctly, and you can keep the little border around or take it off. I tend to generally take it off. In this particular case, because it was like very, very intricate, I did leave it on, but in most cases, I take the little border off. So we will do that. And then last but not least, as you all know, I have been playing quite a bit with the Nicole Jones 911 printables lately. So I've printed off quite a few of those also, and you're going to see some fun news coming up with this later in the week. So this is just a little bit of a sneak peek as to why I might have a few more than normal. And I will be showing this also in my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So printables. So that's me for a pretty tall order for November, don't you think? Oh, and the last but certainly not least, my lovely friend, one of my Scrappy besties and one of my besties, period, gave me a focus for November, and that is multi-photos. And I think that's a great challenge to give me, because my natural is to go to one photo. Now, I have been doing quite a few of 2 photos, and the 30 Days of Sketches really pushed me out of my comfort zone, because there were a few of the sketches that called for multiple small photos, and I did it, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to take that challenge into November. Helen, thank you for giving it to me. So there is me for this week. Some cardstock purchases and some presentation paper purchases. I bought some glue as well, as I needed some. Here are my product focuses for November. And if there is anything you would like to see me do, any kind of technique, any kind of subject, type of photo that you would like to see me scrap, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. Make sure you go on over. I'm sure Kathy probably has her video up by now. Kristen, Christy has had a very, very busy week, just like I have. So as of recording this, she did not get a Freeze Friday up either. She may have had a chance to get one up today. I'm recording this on Saturday, so Saturday, or on Sunday. Or she might just keep it for a focus when she's sharing her kit. I will see you all in just a few hours with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for November. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.